If you want to keep making progress with your golf swing this winter, you need this video. This is your winter warm-up brought to you by TaylorMade Golf and the new P7 CB irons. I'm Michael, PGA professional and head of performance here at DRVN Golf and Fitness. And in this video, we are going to give you the perfect golf swing warm-up to use at the course or at home in less than 10 minutes to ensure that even on the coldest days in winter, you can hit the ball the way that you want to. As a PGA professional and fitness specialist, I know how the body works. And if you've played golf in the cold, you know how much more difficult it is. We need to get the body moving if you want to swing well. From the heat in your muscles, creating flexibility and power, through to the mental confidence of knowing that you are ready to go, a warm-up for your golf swing, especially when it's cold, is incredibly important. So in this video, we have 4 simple exercises that you can do with a golf club to prepare your body to play better golf, to increase your club head speed and to avoid injuries. We start with 2 slower paced exercises to engage your posture and open up your rotation. Exercise 1 is the good morning. Here we are looking to stretch the hamstrings and fire the glutes, all while staying in a neutral spine position, which is exactly where you want to be at setup in your golf swing and throughout the swing itself. Here we look for a slight bend at the knee as we push the hips backwards. You want to feel the backs of your legs, the hamstrings, stretching to an end range of motion, and when you find that, fire the glutes to engage and bring yourself back to your standing position. Work slowly into the hinge, find the end range of motion, and then really fire through to create an active posterior chain. Our second exercise is the golf posture torso rotation. Here we are really focusing in on the upper body and particularly the thoracic spine. That's the middle of your back up into the shoulders where you feel so much tension and restriction from everyday life. So when we get to the course, this is super important. So here, put the club across your shoulders and take your golf stance. Then, whilst restricting the lower body to increase and exaggerate the stretch, we then rotate around the spine. Start small, feel the muscles really lengthening and heating up each and every rep as we rotate in both directions to prepare your golf swing. Complete 2 sets of 10 of each exercise to get the warm-up started. Start slowly, increase range of motion each rep, and feel your body open up and prepare to move faster when we get to the swing. And that really is the focus here. We're trying to set our posture by engaging the posterior chain. That's all of the big muscles in the back side of your body, so that when we get into our setup position, we are comfortable, engaged, and ready to go. And once we add in that torso rotation, we can really start to see how we turn around the spine, load up into the big muscles of the lower body, and then start to rotate through with consistency and with the flexibility from the warm-up we've already done. So with those 2 sets done, it's time to increase the intensity, increase your rotation, and increase the speed of movement. The next combination is going to be 3 sets of 2 exercises, and here we're looking at how to engage the ground, fire up the lower body, and really start to sequence your speed ready for the tee box. Our first movement is the split stance torso rotation. This is huge for stability, balance, and separation of the upper and lower body, which we need if we're going to sequence optimally into the golf ball. So here we set up in a split stance lunge position. Ensure that you are well balanced with your center of gravity right between both legs. From here, we're going to rotate over your lead side. This works hip rotation and also really does help you to feel the core start to activate as you separate the upper and lower body. Work a full 90-degree range of motion and work up to that if you need to. Focus on your balance and focus on the speed of rotation in both directions. You really want to feel as though your feet are fully engaged against the ground. There's torque and the stability. So that means that when you do rotate with more force, you are stable and consistent. We are going to pair that with the club step 2 press. Here, we take out the technicality and the skill of actually hitting the golf ball and focus on the exact patterns that you need from your body to create the golf swing that's ready to hit great shots. Here, we start with our feet together and the club out in front of our body. We're going to work in both directions and we step into our golf posture. When you do, use that dynamic movement to fire the hips, exaggerate the feeling, and then really work your full body to the target. These are all of the feelings that you want in the swing. We want the hips to lead, we want the belt buckle to turn to the target, and we want all of the energy to be transferred to that target as well. So as you go through these 3 sets, really make sure you increase the speed of this exercise to ensure that you are fully ready to go when you tee it up. The focus with these 3 sets is intensity, speed, and sequencing. This is where we really start to amp up the body. We start to get things moving, we get the blood flowing, and we truly get some heat in the system. But also, we're looking at the specific kinematics, the movements that we need for the golf swing, making this the perfect short warm-up for your golf swing. Now, when you take these into the swing, you really want to focus on the hips, okay? So with the split stance torso rotation, we were focusing on how we stabilize the lower body and then rotate the upper. This is what we need in the golf swing. Once we are stable and in a good rotational pattern, we really need to focus in on your sequencing. That is from the ground up. We fire with the lower body, we pull down to the target with the hips, the arms follow, and then we apply all of that speed and power to the ball as the final piece of the golf swing, creating consistent, high-level ball striking. This is your winter golf swing warm-up brought to you by TaylorMade. And if you get a chance to hit those CB irons, make sure that you do. And if you want more from Driven, make sure you head over now and download the Driven Golf and Fitness app for free to start your 7-day trial and get full access to the best warm-ups possible, but also mobility, drills, practice sessions, and the best workouts in golf. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit like, hit subscribe, and then tell your friends so we can all golf strong. Fire the glutes, which is your butt cheeks, to